Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Bunga Hajarabiah Kalam. I'm from University Bina Sarana Informatika. My student ID number is 1925097. And now, I want presentation to you all about computer and hardware. Definition of computer. A computer is an electronic device that can receive, process, store, and display data or information. Computers are used to perform many tasks such as typing documents, browsing the internet, playing games, learning, and communicating with others. A computer works by following instructions, call it program or software. It processes input from user such as typing on a keyboard or clicking a mouse, then produce output like text, image, or sounds on the screen. There are many types of computers, include desktop, laptops, tablet, and smartphone. Computers help people work faster, solve problems, and access information easily. So next, function of computer. The main functions of a computer are input, processing, storage, and output. The input is a computer receives data and instructions from user through input device such as a keyboard, mouse, scanner, or microphone. So the second is processing. The computer processes the data using the CPU or central processing unit to perform calculations and execute commands. So the third is storage. Storage is a computer stores data and information for future use. Storage devices include hard drives, SSD, and flash drives. So the last is output. Output is after processing, the computer produces a result stored output device such as a monitor, printer, or speaker. So next, definitions of hardware. Hardware is the physical part of a computer that can be seen and touched. It includes all electronic and mechanical components used in a computer system. The example is a keyboard, monitor, CPU, printer, and hard drive. Hardware Hardware works together with software to make the computer function properly, and if without hardware, a computer cannot function properly. So next, input hardware device. Input hardware devices are physical devices used to enter data and instructions into a computer. They are keyboard, mouse, scanner, and microphone. Keyboard the function is used to type letters, number, and commands into the computer. Second is mouse. The function is used to move the cursor, click, and select items on the screen. So the third is a scanner function. The function is used to scan documents or pictures into digital form. So the last is microphone. The function is used to input sound or record voice into the computer. So next, output hardware device. Output hardware device display this result from the computer. They are monitor, printer, speaker, and projector. The first is monitor. The function is display text, image, and video from the computer. So, the second is printer. The function is prints document or picture onto the paper. So, the third is speaker. The function is produce sounds, music, or audio from the computer. So, the last is projector. The function is display the computer screen onto a large surface or wall. So next, processing and storage hardware. Processing hardware and their functions, they are CPU, Central Processing Unit, so motherboard, so GPU or Graphic Processing Unit, and the last is RAM. The first is CPU. The function is process data and controls all computer operation. So the second is motherboard. The function is connects and allows communication between all computer components. So the third is GPU, Graphic Processing Unit. The function is process graphic, image, and video. The last is RAM or random access memory. The function is stores temporary data while programs are running. So the storage device from hardware is they are hard disk, solid state drive or SSD, so flash drive or USB drive, and the last is memory card. Hard disk, the function is storage data and programs permanent. So the second is solid state drive or SSD. The function is stores data faster than HDD. So the third is flash drive or USB drive. The function is stores and transfers files easily. The last is memory card. The function is stores data in devices such as phones or camera. So next, benefits of computer and hardware. Benefits in daily life from computer is computers help people complete tasks quickly. So the second is computer allow users to search for information on the internet. So the third is computers help people communicate through email, chat, and video call. So the fourth is computers support online learning and research. So the last is computers can be used for games, music, movie, and social media. So benefits in daily life from hardware. The first is hardware allows the computer to perform different tasks. So the second is good wear makes the computer faster and more efficient. So the third is storage hardware keeps important file and information. So the fourth is hardware device help user enter and receive information. So the last is hardware such as microphones, webcams, and speakers support communication. So next, conclusion. The first is computers are important technology tools in modern life. So the second is hardware is the physical component of a computer system. And the last is computers and hardware work together to help people perform many activities efficiently. Okay, thanks for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.